My 23F boyfriend, 24M, asked me to change my Insta PFP. So lately my BF has been reluctant to ask me. But he finally did. He asked me to change my profile picture on Instagram. To clarify, my PFP is me with my twin brother standing next to each other at an airport. I was absolutely staggered by how serious he was. He said it's inappropriate to have any family-related male in a profile picture, because it gives the wrong impression. I told him there's obviously no way I'm changing it. Then he got angrier. He said he was hurt by me dismissing his concerns and is now insisting I change it. I'm struggling to see his point. And that's because he's super insistent. Otherwise it just sounds so insane and bizarre. Is there a point I'm missing? Edit. By the way, just to add, the reason why this is my PFP is because my brother and I have been living in different countries for 6 years. Being apart hurts. So this picture carries a lot of memories and emotions. We get to meet once a year if we're lucky. You need to leave and find a guy who isn't bizarrely controlling. No. Run. It's a crazy ask and you saying no made him angry. Run. The wrong impression about what? This guy is jealous about your twin brother. Just think what he will ask next. Don't show up in public with him alone, cause what will people think? Or don't let yourself see with any man that isn't him. And don't hug him or be too personal with him. What? You write him? With a winking emoji? That's flirting. How dare you? He is jealous and insecure. This request will just be the first of many. Do you really want this to be your life? Toxic man detected. Abort. Your BF is super weird. And the fact then he got angrier? WTF. Total manipulation there. Run. I had a guy do this to me once. He made me delete a posted picture of my cousin and said it made him look like a fool. I deleted it, then thought about it and dumped him. Don't do it. Wake up and break up, sister. The rest has been covered. So I'll only say, you didn't dismiss his concerns. You listened to his concerns, heard him out, and then you disagreed with him. These are not the same thing. And it seems he genuinely believes that your disagreement is the same thing as disrespect. Be very careful around people who view any difference of opinion as disrespect, or as some sort of indication that you're not addressing their concerns. They expect to be listened to. They expect their opinions to be the guiding principles of the relationship. They expect control. It's one of the best indicators that he does not view you and your opinions as equal to him and his. And that will not change. These people are not good partner material and they can be very dangerous. Your BF is giving controlling. He knows he's your twin brother. I'm sure most of your followers know that he's your twin. I don't understand why he'd be pressed. Instead, he should be glad it's your brother and not one of your male friends. It's your Instagram. Feel free to put any of your family members as your PFP. Also, am I missing something here? BF is simply unhinged, lol. Well, you can block the BF and then you don't have to worry about him seeing it. So he's that insecure about male family members that he would control you just to quell his issues. Instead, this is his problem to work through. And what exactly is inappropriate about male family being in your profile picture? That is insanely weird and creepy. It's a photo with your brother. If he is that insecure over your blood family, there is something mentally wrong with him. He seems more worried about some vague image of his than your family connection. That's not good. The point you're missing is that your boyfriend is a controlling pole. His rule is bonkers. Who is he to make a rule? And what exactly is his concern? That you're into incest? that other people who don't know that's your brother will think you're in a relationship with him? If that's the case, why does your boyfriend care about the mistakes of people who don't know you well enough to know that? Essentially, he wants the world to know that he is the guy that owns you, and any evidence that there are other guys in your life, even relatives, is unacceptable to him. You didn't dismiss his concerns, because you made space for him to express them and provided him with your time and attention. You did disagree with him in terms of his interpretation of how your profile picture would be perceived by others, and said no to his request, which is anyone's right in any relationship. And for the record, even if it did give the wrong impression, whatever that means, you would still be under no obligation to change your profile picture. I read a great quote on here once. What people think of me is none of my business. But seriously, if I knew you and had you on social media, all I would think if I saw your profile picture is, that's OP. Maybe he has friends who post pictures of their SOs on their profile picture and he feels jealous because he wants that too. That's the only thing I can think of, other than just straight up tying his entire identity to how he thinks other people perceive his relationship with you. And he feels ashamed and small because you didn't pick a picture of him over your twin. Which, whatever it is, this is a him problem. I wish him the best. But it's really not your issue at all. If he eventually communicates how he feels, you can validate those emotions if you want to. It's normal for all of us to feel vulnerable or afraid of rejection in relationships. If that's what's going on for him, i.e. maybe he's feeling insecure and worried that you're more important to him than he is to you, that's still not your job to fix. But you can still make time to listen to him and such. But I'll encourage you not to validate his story about people getting the wrong idea about having your twin in your profile picture. That's like the most normal thing in the world. And definitely not his implicit assumption that you have an obligation to change how you present yourself to the world to make him feel comfortable. He has a partner with a twin who put her twin in her profile picture. If that's undoing him, he needs to go to someone else to help him process this and find a way to take care of himself emotionally that doesn't disrespect your boundaries. This is a huge red flag. Location flag, location flag, location flag. This is a major sign that he's trying to control you early, and it makes no sense. Can't have pics with a family member? Who in the world is he to make that rule? In no world does that make sense, and he's showing you his true colors. Believe him and walk away. Please ask his thought process before breaking up and share it with us with an update. I'm writing a book about abusive relationships. His point, that you're struggling to understand, is that any male, family included, he considers a threat to his ownership of you. As for your point, that it's totally normal he does care about your point, I suspect if you push back hard, he'll back down. But this is the way he thinks. You can do better. The point you're missing is that your BF is an insecure, whiny little man. Sounds like someone has been watching too much Game of Thrones.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.